However, you can also just import your music track directly into the timeline and it will automatically import the file into the media pool, which is the lazy way of doing it, aka my way. I'm going to drag it across to the start of this video edit, and I want it to start right when the camera starts. So now we'll press play and see how well this track suits the video. I've been on YouTube for nearly 8 years now. Bit loud. Now, just like with our first audio track, which is the dialogue, with the second audio track, you can also expand the size so you can see the waveforms better. And you'll notice that there's a faint white line here. This represents the decibel level. If you click that and drag it up, everything will go much louder, which you definitely don't want unless you want to go deaf. You can also make it much quieter, which I'd absolutely recommend when using any kind of music over talking. I like to go with a maximum of around -20 dB, even sometimes up to -25, so it's really nice and faint. So that's how you adjust the audio levels as a whole, but sometimes you need individualized adjustments based on how loud or quiet your audio track or music is. If you want your music to fade in or out, you'll notice the white keyframe marker here. Just drag that across, and as you can see, it's fading the music in over 6 seconds. You'll see one at the very end as well. You can get a sense of how well your overall audio is balanced by checking the waveforms on the right hand side. So when you play the clip back, you can see the waveforms rising and falling, and ideally you want everything around the -10 zone. So I'm going to raise up my audio track until it's consistently hitting around -10. At the loudest, you want to go to -5, but never anywhere near 0, as that means it's clipping and it's going to be distorted. Now playing that back, and those are looking good. You will notice, especially from a zoomed out perspective, that sometimes certain parts of your clip appear much louder than others, which is usually because you were talking louder at those parts. And if we turn the volume down universally, it lowers everything too much, which is why we want to pinpoint just this one bit and turn just that down but nothing else. So to do that, down the bottom of your waveform clip, you'll notice this keyframe icon. If you click that, up will come our volume keyframe timeline. And I'm going to start by navigating to a part of the timeline where the audio levels are normal. Then I'm going to click this diamond icon to add a keyframe. As you can see, there it is. Then I'm going to go to the other side where the dialogue levels are normal, hit the keyframe again. Now I'm going to go around about where the louder parts start and end. Then I'll add 2 more keyframes. So as you can see by this audio timeline, this is the loud part of this clip. And to lower the volume, simply click and drag it down, and there it goes. Now the audio waveforms look the same as the others. You can minimize the keyframe timeline by again clicking this icon. There is an automatic audio setting which you can find up here in the audio menu on the right hand side, and that is dialogue leveler. If you turn that on, DaVinci will do its best to lower the loud parts and raise the quieter parts. However, I found this to be a bit hit and miss and not quite as targeted as doing it manually. However, there's no harm in turning it on. Now, if you want to add text and titles to your video, you can do so in the effects tab, then choosing titles on the left hand side. There are a few different options here, and by hovering over them and moving your arrow from left to right, you can preview the text animations before you drag them over. Once you find a text effect you like, drag it over to the timeline and place it above your clip. Let's zoom in so we can see better, and when we play that, we can see the text animation over our video. To customize it, just click on it and enter your own text. 264 codec. It is important that you check these settings here to make sure the resolution is the one you want, as well as the frame rate. Give your file a name, choose a location to save, and then add to render queue. Finally hit render all and you're done. So there you have it. There are the basics of the DaVinci Resolve editor. This is a fantastic program that can be, like I said, as beginner or advanced as you like. And the best part is it's completely free. While you can pay for it, you don't need to upfront. And this is an editor that can totally be used professionally for paid jobs as well as content creation. I recently switched from Premiere Pro to DaVinci and I haven't looked back so far. I was using Premiere Pro for years, but it was taking so much time and causing me to totally burn out as a creator due to the much slower and more cumbersome.
कळलं का रे आकाश? गेला वाटतं झोपायला. हेलो, अरे ओबीएस स्ट्रीमलैब्स पे गेम कैप्चर में पीओई कैप्चर नहीं हो रहा है अभी. काय माहिती, आधी आता मागे पीओई 2 खेळत होतो तर होत होतं, पीओई 1 नाही होत आहे.